Are you back on the wire?
Yeah, I'm on the lowest resolution.
Yeah, I'm just going to record it and post it later, I guess. Puck in the Brainerd zone. Ensign down low behind the net, tying it up. It pops out. Pearben chases after it in the corner. Pushes it out across the blue line. Pearben over to the right side to Openson. Tipped back out by Eagan. Pearben chips it back into the Eagan zone. Eagan pressured by Openson, but able to clear it out. Eagan is on the left side. Shot blocked by Rife. Ensign down low, tying him up behind the net. Eagan comes away with it out to their point. Steps up and shot just inside the blue line, top shelf. Eagan on the board first. Center face-off. Archie Pearben on center. Friesen and Moores on wing. Lick and Jones on D. Eagan. Lick kicks it out. Neutral zone. Boys battling along the boards in the neutral zone. Picked up by Friesen. He dumps it in deep into the Eagan zone. Moore is in after it in the right corner. Got a stick on it and able to control it. Eagan comes away with it. Out across the blue line. This pass picked up by Friesen, who dumps it back deep into the Eagan zone. Moores and Pearben racing after it. Cleared out to Lick and Jones at center ice. Jones dumps it in before Pearben can get out across the blue line. Brainerd offsides.
You gonna change everybody?
From the face-off to Henson, to Campbell, up to Anderson. Anderson centers it to Rife. Rife in up the middle, tied up, and Eagan clears it out to neutral zone. Picked up momentarily by Hokinson, and came off his stick. And Eagan dumps it in the Brainerd zone. Henson out to center ice for Hokinson. It's picked up by Eagan. Dump back in. Campbell down low off the wall for Anderson. It bounces over his stick, kept in by Eagan, and then trickles out to neutral zone. Hokinson races after it, picks it up. Hokinson in on the right side, got a little room. Shot saved by Eagan goalie. Rife ties it up on the near wall. Eagan zone to Anderson. Anderson loses the puck. Rife shot off the side of the net. Rebound picked up by Eagan. Eagan through the neutral zone. They dump it in. Go off for a line change. Puck retrieved by Campbell. Campbell tries to get up to Hansky. It's picked up by Eagan. They keep it in. These puck. Eagan up the middle. Henson drop pass to their left D. Shot. Blocker save. Loose puck in the crease, and the whistle dead. Pearben on the face-off. Comes out to the point. Eagan dumps it in. Pass Lick. Goes down behind the net. Jones tying it up. Eagan pushes it up the far wall. Moore is able to push it out across the blue line. Moore steals it away. Tips it into the Eagan zone. Races after it. Calling a hooking penalty on Moores there. Thought that might be coming. Brainerd on the penalty kill for should be a minute and a half.
Well, the further choosing to see Warrior.
Yeah, a minute and a half penalties. 8 minutes left in the first. Friesen fumbles. Eagan heads toward the net. Saved by Johnson. But rebounded in the right corner out to the right D. Shot off the left post and into the left corner. Jones tying him up. Now Jones is going to get a penalty for knocking that kid down. That kid's going to the box too with Jones. He's swinging at Jones while he's down on the ice. They're just calling it on Jones. Brainerd with a 5-on-3 for a minute 7 seconds. 2 players in the box now. Fearbin, Friesen, and Henson versus 5 of Eagan players. Fearbin on the face-off. Draw, slap shot, saved by Johnson. His puck picked up by Henson. He sends it off the wall, kept in by Eagan, and dump it towards the net. Tied up by Friesen. Comes out to the point, over to the left D. Steps up top of the left wing circle, hits traffic. Fearbin chips it out to neutral zone, and it trickles down ice. No icing. Pressure from Archer Fearbin. Eagan. And on the left side. And dump it in deep. Henson's going to get to it before they do. And it gets tied up, stolen away from Henson, but then it rolls out to neutral zone. Eagan has to reset. Fearbin pressuring them. Friesen. Is it a tip? Henson throws it in deep. Brainerd line change. Friesen pressures them down low. 4-on-5 penalty kill now for Brainerd. Killed that other penalty off. Press skaters out. Reif, Hokinson, and Campbell. Friesen's still out there. Campbell with it. Dumps it back out to neutral zone. 3 seconds left in the PK for Brainerd. That's it. Brainerd back to full strength as Anderson comes out of. Hokinson, nice deep pass to Anderson. Anderson, and on the left side, tries to sneak around. Puck, right, tries to get a stick on it. Goes into the right corner and pops out to Campbell at the point. Campbell keeps it in, dumps it in deep. No play there. Eagan sends it up the near side wall, out to neutral zone. Eagan, shot from the blue line, on goal, glove saved by Johnson. 5:31 left in the first period. Fearbin on the face-off. And Moores. Kind of a wobbly shot from the far side of the left wing circle. Manages to get in on the right side on Johnson there. I don't know if he was screened out front or what. 0-2. Fearbin center face off. Eagan wins it. They'll retrieve it in their own zone. Pressure down low by Fearbin. They send it up the wall. Kept in by Jones to Fearbin. Fearbin, that long stick, not able to control it. Eagan throws it out to neutral zone. Eagan pressures in on the right side. Angled wide by Henson. Henson and Fearbin battling for it. It's chipped down behind the Brainerd net. Jones chips it into the left corner. Picked up by Moores. Moores out to Fearbin. Over his stick. Fearbin retrieves it in the neutral zone and dumps it in deep in the Eagan zone. Moores in after it. Eagan throws it up the far wall and out to the neutral zone. Jones sends it back in. Goes in after it. Jones pressuring him along the wall. Loose puck picked up by Friesen. He dangles around a player. Friesen. Rife out up high out front. Rife stick handles and loses the puck. Eagan chips it down ice. Campbell has to race back after it. Icing on Eagan with 4:14 left in the first. Rife. Picked up by Eagan. Eagan, center ice. Campbell racing back. Long lick, shot, and scores. Score is 0-3. Right from center face-off. Eagan wins it. Eagan sends it up off the wall. Sent back by Litt. Anderson pokes it across the blue line. Anderson battling along the wall. Rife helping. Eagan pops it out. Center ice. Saved by Johnson. Off in the Brainerd zone. Henson sends it behind the net for Jones. Jones up the wall to Moores. Trickles past Moores. Shot by left defenseman. Pad saved by Johnson. Fearbin picks up the rebound in the right corner. Sends it up the wall. Henson in the corner. Spins off of a Eagan player. Sends it up the far wall. And Eagan sends it back down deep. Henson battling in the right corner. Sends it back the other way again. Moore's after it now on the wall. Loose puck picked up by Jones. Jones to Hansky. Hansky, center ice. Dumps it in. That's going to be an icing on Brainerd. Nope. Picked up by Jones. They'll get his stick on it before they did. No icing. Hansky ties it up on the left side wall here in the Eagan zone. Pops out. Eagan kicks it out across the blue line. Jones gets a stick on it. Sends it back in towards the Eagan zone. Henson pushes it across the blue line. He gets tied up. Hansky there to help Henson with it. Henson shot. Blocker save by Eagan goalie. They send it up the far wall. Out the center ice. Fearbin with a stick on it. Eagan with a breakaway. Off the post. Covered by Johnson for a whistle. 2:09 left in the first. What's that? Right from the face-off. Campbell sends it up the wall, kept in by Eagan. Campbell chips it up high, they batted it down. Campbell just laid a player out. Campbell going to the box now.
I was a football coach. I saw him take a couple of minutes. He's fine.
It won't work.
Put another Brainerd skater in the box.
Looks like Campbell's getting 10 minute. Anderson's gonna serve his minute and a half. Up by Hokinson to Friesen. Friesen center ice. And on the left side, Friesen cuts down low. His shot goes behind the net. Picked up on the wall by Eagan. Eagan out to center ice, intercepted by Friesen. Bounces off his stick. Wick trying to shut him down. They have to dump it in deep. Jones chases the puck along the wall. Chipped out by Hokinson, who races after it. Stopped short of an icing by the Eagan goalie. Friesen tying him up down low. Friesen comes away with the puck and stolen away from him behind the net. Eagan skating it out. Eagan dumps it deep behind the Brainerd net. It pops out to the left wing circle. Shot from the low side. Hits the side of the net. Jones to Friesen. Friesen back to Jones. Jones in on the left side. Over to Friesen. Friesen back into Jones and scores. Short-handed. Nice play there. Brainerd on the board, 1-3. 51 seconds left in the first. 22 seconds left in the Brainerd penalty kill. Jones to Friesen, center ice. Friesen dumps it in. Hokinson in after it. But Eagan trying to set something up here. Eagan in the neutral zone. Over the right wing. Shot on goal, pad saved by Johnson. Eagan tries to step up, out to their left D. Shot blocked by Hokinson. His puck chipped out by Jones. And Hokinson to Friesen. Right chips it in deep in the Eagan zone. Brainerd at full strength. That's the end of the first period.
Can I get something from concessions?
Start of the second period. Brainerd PW B1 versus Eagan at the Elk River Tournament. Pearben on the face-off. Eagan wins it back deep into their zone. Hokinson and Pearben trying to keep it in. Eagan skates it out. Campbell still in the box for 10 minutes. Misconduct. Pearben. Hansky chips it out to neutral zone. Hokinson races after it as it rolls down into the Eagan zone. Nobody able to get their stick on it. And Eagan heads back the other way. Eagan in on the left side, angled off by Jones. Jones tying him up. Cut towards the middle. Pass down low. Saved by Johnson. Pearben trying to poke it out. Eagan manages to keep it in. Tied up by Eagan. Pops up the high slot. Shot hits a skate. Hansky in the corner. Henson. Eagan. Out to the right D. Eagan. Shot. Tip down. Wide. High sticking. That puck was tipped down, I guess. Bring it all the way back to the Eagan end of the ice for a face-off. Rife on the face-off. Moores and Friesen on wing. Lick and Henson on D. Send up the wall. Lick sends it towards the slot. Friesen. Backhand. Deflected wide. Friesen. Shot on goal. Pad save. Shot by Moores. Rife puts it through the slot. Wide open net there, kept in by Henson. Henson steps up. Henson tied up. He scoots the puck down low. Eagan manages to clear it out through center ice with his pass. Ends up all the way down ice. Icing on Eagan. 11-11 second. Rife. Not much on it off the face-off. Picked up by Eagan. Head on ice. Stolen away by Jones. He's puck in the neutral zone. Picked up by Friesen. He takes a stumble. Gets it to Moores. Moores. His shot. It's a stick. Moores centers it. Friesen not able to get a stick on it. And tripping penalty coming up on Eagan. Brainerd on the power play for a minute and a half. Brainerd still down 1-3. 10:52 in the second. Friesen dumps it back to Lick. Lick. Back to Friesen, back to Lick, up high, puts it on goal and deflected wide. Hokinson sends it through the slot. Eagan chips it out to neutral zone. Lick races after it. Lick, center ice, up to the middle. And Brainerd offsides. Eagan on the face-off. Friesen and Hokinson. Turns it over to Friesen. Friesen gets it across the blue line. It's knocked off his stick. He retrieves it. Shot on goal. Glove save by Eagan goalie. 58 seconds left in the Brainerd power play. Eagan on the face-off. To Hokinson, out to Jones. Jones over to Lick. Lick, shot wide. Hokinson down low. Fumbles the puck. Eagan picks it up and sends it all the way down ice. That's going to be another icing on Eagan. Face-off. Over to Hokinson. Up to Jones. Jones trying to settle the puck. Eagan pokes it past him. Lick. Lick's going to chase him down. Nice Lick. Great defense by Lick. He's back. Eagan sends it up high. Tied up by Hokinson. Hokinson steals the puck away and skates out. Friesen. Across the blue line, left side. Stops just inside the zone. Sent back out by Eagan. Jones down low. Pressure from Lick forces them to dump it in deep. Jones skates it on out. Friesen. Fearbin. Fearbin to Hokanson and scores. Nice. With 9:15 left in the second. Rife on the face-off. Moores steps up, back to Rife. Rife fumbles. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Poke check by Rife. Loosens the puck. Dumped into the Brainerd bench by Eagan player. Face-off will be in the Eagan zone, right wing circle. Rife on the face-off. Campbell and Anderson on wing. Eagan sends the puck all the way down ice for another icing. Both teams back to full strength. Campbell still in the box, serving his 10-minute penalty. Rife. Picked up by Eagan. Face off. Eagan skates down ice. And on the left side, with Henson chasing. Shot goes wide into the right corner. Trickles up the wall. Anderson checks down another player. Anderson going to the box for Ross checking. No. Interference. For Brainerd back in the box for a minute and a half. Right from the face-off. Henson sends it up the wall. Kept in by the right D. Pressure. Moores steals it away. Moores dumps it in from the red line. Rife pressuring down low. Moores center zone. Eagan sends it out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Henson. Loses sight of the puck. Picked up by Rife. Rife. Moores chips it out down ice. That's going to roll on goal. Nope. Icing on Eagan. Just one. 8 minutes left in the second period. Fearbin, Hokanson, Lick and Henson. Fearbin, Henson. Sends it behind the net for Lick. Lick up to Hokanson. Hokanson fumbles the puck a little. Lick picks up the loose puck over to Henson. Neutral zone. Henson skates it in on the right side. Tied up just inside the blue line. Taken away by Eagan. Eagan sends it behind their own net to the far corner. And then back. Steven's pressuring them. And missed pass ends up all the way down ice. Licking after it. Brainerd zone. Lick spins off a defender. Chips it off the wall for Fearbin to pick up in the corner. Fearbin chips it out to neutral zone for Eagan. Eagan. And on the right side, Lick ties him up. Steals it away. To Hokanson. Hokanson went on the left side. Pokes it forward. Fearbin. Back to Hokanson. Not able to get a stick on it. Eagan picks it up and skates it out of zone. Eagan and on the right side. Poke check by Fearbin. Disrupt the effort. Puck picked up by Eagan. Shot on goal. Tipped in on the right side. Goes up 4-2. Face-off. Wins it Moores. Poked forward by Jones. Eagan sends it back out to the neutral zone. Heads into the Brainerd zone. Shot from the blue line. Offsides. Jones over to Lick to Friesen, and on the left side to Reif shot deflected over the net by the goalie's glove. Reif spins back towards the slot, it's stolen away, and Eagan heads down ice. Eagan to the left wing, and on the left side, stolen away by Jones. Reif there to help. Penalty coming up on Eagan as they check Jones down. Eagan going to the box, Brainerd power play for a minute and a half with 6:02 left in the second period. Fearbin on the face-off. Hokinson and Friesen. Lick and Jones. Fearbin, backhand, nothing on it. Goes over against the far wall in the Eagan zone. Pops out. Eagan chips it down ice. Going to be an icing on Eagan. This off left wing circle, Eagan zone, Fearbin with Hokinson and Friesen, Jones and Lick and D. Fearbin chips it forward, and Eagan sends it up the wall. Eagan deep into the Brainerd zone. Lick picks it up. Over to Jones. Up to Hokinson. Hokinson pokes it out across the blue line. And Hokinson offsides as the puck didn't follow him into the zone.
Get rejected. Get slapped in the face. Pass Lick sends it back to Hokinson. And on the left side, passes it to Fearbin. He's tied up center zone. Puck loose, center Eagan zone. And they manage to clear it out. Picked up by Jones. Sends it center ice. Picked up by Eagan. And heading across the blue line. Angled wide. Shot off the side of the net. Rebound. Chip forward. Another shot off the other side of the net by Eagan. Fearbin tying him up. Pops out to Friesen. Friesen sends it up the middle for Hokinson. Tips it into the neutral zone. Eagan controls it. Eagan into the neutral zone. Jones sends it back. Friesen pressures them into their own zone down deep. Friesen pressuring. Out to the neutral zone. Lick waiting for the rest of Brainerd to come out. Dumps it in deep. Friesen picks it up on the right wing wall. Out to Henson. Henson down to Friesen. Friesen shot. Hits a player. And Eagan clears it out. Campbell out of the box now. Campbell. Poke check. Puck triples on the goal. Swept away by Johnson into the left corner. Henson and Wright battling for it. Eagan comes away with it. Shot off the side of the net. Ends up behind the net. Henson sweeps it out to the point. Kept in by Eagan. He skated down low. The left defenseman circling zone. Out to the right D. Shot from the right D. Deflected wide.
Henson Morris after it. Eagan comes away with it. Morris still battling him. Rife comes in to help. Henson now there. Eagan comes away with it. Skate up the middle. Tied up by Campbell. Puck ends up on goal. Covered by Johnson for a whistle. 2:57 left in the second. Score is 2-4. Jones loses the puck, shot on goal, saved by Johnson. Pops out, another shot on goal, loose in the slot. Another shot. Put it in the goal. Looks like there are people standing in the crease. They're going to give him that goal. Eagan in the center face-off. Eagan comes away with it. Cut off by Lick. Eagan behind the net. Up to Hokinson. Getting ready for it. Out to the point. Shot on goal. Saved by Johnson. Picked up by Jones. Jones tied up down low. Fearbin in to help him. The other side. Eagan player skates towards the net. Covered by Johnson for a whistle. Right from the face-off. Right to Henson. Henson up the wall. Kept in by Eagan. They skate down the wall. Past Henson. Circles towards the net. On goal. Swept away by Campbell. Into the corner. Campbell knocked down in the corner. Rife knocked down. Eagan comes away with it. Put the puck right out front. Shot on goal. Johnson in the chest. And rebound covered by Johnson for a whistle. 1:47 left in the second. Rife on the face-off. Friesen Moores, Henson Campbell. Rife sends it out off the face-off to neutral zone. Eagan retrieves it. Puts it deep into their own zone. Campbell chips it forward as they try to clear it out. Eagan picks it back up. Moores in the neutral zone battling for it on the wall. Along with Rife. Eagan tied up now by Friesen. Henson at the blue line. Sent back out to neutral zone. Eagan in on the right side. Tied up by Rife. Friesen chips it off the glass into the neutral zone. Eagan. Neutral zone. Rife picks it up. Rife shot on goal. Pad saved by Eagan. Rebound pops into the right corner. Eagan trying to get it up the wall. Henson stops him short at the blue line and keeps the puck in. Rife and Friesen there to help him. Friesen comes away with it. Moores now tied up. Out to Henson. Henson drops it to Campbell. Campbell shot. Saved by Eagan goalie. Friesen steals it away. Eagan sends it up the far wall. Heads it out into the neutral zone. Henson there along with Campbell. Shot from the blue line. Tipped up over the net by Johnson. Picked up by Campbell. Sends it back to the right side. Picked up by Henson. Henson across the blue line to Moores. Moores to Henson. Henson in across the blue line. Drops it to Moores. Moores slap shot goes wide. Puck tied up on the right wall by Friesen. buzzer, end of second period. Start of the third period. Rife to Lick. Bounces off Lick stick. Eagan. And on the left side. Cut off by Jones. Jones sends it up the wall. Picked up by Friesen. Friesen to Rife. Rife to Moores. Moores. Got some room. Moores to Rife. Rife shot on goal. Rebound. Brainerd scores. 3-5. Friesen. His pass to Morris hits the ref skate. Puck loose in the Eagan zone. Bounces out to neutral zone. Lick. Poke check. Loose puck. Brainerd zone. Picked up by Morris. Morris off the wall out to neutral zone. Picked up by Eagan. Pressure from Friesen disrupts our play. In the Brainerd zone on the right side. Lick angles him wide. Shot on goal. Saved by Johnson and covered for a whistle. Dearman on the face-off. Eagan, shot on goal, picked up by Campbell. Campbell sends it up the far wall. Hokinson pushes it forward. Bounces out across the blue line. Hokinson in across the blue line in the Eagan zone. Spins, backhands it towards the slot. Eagan sends it out to the point. Henson sends it back down low. Picked up by Eagan. They sweep it out to the neutral zone. Campbell. Sends across the neutral zone, picked up by Eagan, drop pass, shot on goal, behind the net, tied up down low by Fearbin, shot off the side of the net, pops out, and Hokinson picks it up and skates it out. Hokinson dumps it in deep into the Eagan zone, races after it. Pressure from Hokinson and Fearbin. Eagan out to center ice, Henson dumps it back in deep. Rest of the Brainerd line. For a line change. Hansky pressuring. Eagan out to neutral zone. Missed pass. Picked up by Lick in the Brainerd zone. Lick over to Jones. Jones sends it out to neutral zone. Rife to Friesen. Friesen across the blue line. Passes it to Lick. Lick shot goes wide. Puck is off the side of the net. To Hansky to Friesen. Friesen chips it towards the goal, and it's covered by the goalie for a whistle. .10:35 left in the game. Brainerd down by 2. Rife, Friesen out to Jones. Jones has to put it back, and Eagan sends it down ice. Now one player breaking away, but Lick chases him down. Centering pass, nobody there for Eagan. Puck loose, the top of the right wing circle. They step up, puck deflected up into the glass. Jones picks up the puck, hits a skate, chipped out by Hansky, and then Friesen pressures Eagan deep into their own zone. Try to clear it out, stopped short. His puck picked back up by Eagan, out to neutral zone. Look to Rife, Eagan dumps it in deep in the Brainerd zone. Jones after it down low. Jones up the wall to Moores, kept in by Eagan. Moores pressuring him just inside the blue line of the Brainerd zone. Pops to Friesen. Friesen sends it across the zone, hits a skate. Eagan heads back in. Lick there to defend. And they score. Lick is the only one back.
Fearbin. Eagan fumbles a puck in their own zone. Hoping some pressure on them. Fearbin out to center ice, picked up by Moores. Moores heads back in behind the left side, Brainerd offsides. .09 left. Eagan in their own zone, out to center ice. Cut off by Campbell. Loose puck picked up by Henson. Henson up to Hokinson. Hokinson chips it forward into the neutral zone. Fearbin takes it in on the right side. Moore is out front, tied up. Up the wall, and Morris puts it back down low, picked up by Eagan. They skate it out. Eagan heads down ice in on the left side. Shot goes far wide, comes up the near side wall, picked up by Moores, who fans on it. Moores puts it back up, sends it out to neutral zone to the far side. Friesen dumps it in deep. Knocks down a player, takes the puck away. What are you doing? Put it towards the slot. Henson. Reif to Anderson. Anderson gets tied up out front. Loose puck. Shot by Reif goes wide. Oh, cherry picker back there. Henson got back just in time. That pass went all the way down ice for an icing. 7:46 left in the third. Brainerd down by 3. Friesen out to Jones, back to Friesen. Friesen tied up on the wall, comes away with it, heads up towards the middle, shot on goal. For a whistle. Right on the face-off. Jones center ice up the middle. Angles. Poked off his stick. Anderson spins off a defender. Anderson straight at the puck. Tries to center it. And intercepted by Eagan. They ship it down into the Brainerd zone. Lick to retrieve. Lick. Up to Friesen. Friesen to Reif. Reif in on the left side. Spins off. Over to Friesen. Friesen dangles, shot up and over the net into the left corner. Hangs around the boards, comes out center zone, shot by Reif, and swept out to neutral zone by Eagan. Eagan, and on the right side, Lick there, shot on goal, loose puck in the slot, swept away by Jones, picked up by Friesen, out across the blue line. Eagan trying to get it to Hansky, but intercepted by Eagan. Poke check by Reif. Reif sends out center ice. Jones all by himself. Eagan in on the left side. Centering pass picked up by Fearbin in the Brainerd zone. Poked out across the blue line by Moores. Eagan picks it up. Heads back into the Brainerd zone. They lose the puck. Campbell retrieves it. Campbell down low, up the wall to Hokinson. Hokinson not able to get a stick on it. And Eagan sends it down low again. To try a wraparound. Ends up on the left wing player's stick. Shot up over the net. Fearbin to Moores. Moores across the red line. Pushed down off a puck. That's going to be an interference penalty. They're calling it hooking. Moores is pushed down. Chasing after the puck. Brainerd back on the power play for a minute and a half with 5:35 left in the third. Got a score on this one. Morris, Jones, Henson, and Campbell. Out to Campbell at the point. Campbell sends it down to Jones. Out of his reach. Jones retrieves it. Jones sends it up the middle. And Eagan pokes it out to center ice. Henson to Jones. Jones offsides. Could have been raced in before Jones got it in zone. Looks like they're arguing whose fault that was. Eagan wins the face-off. Fearbin in up the middle. It's tied up as he skates up the middle. Eagan picks up the puck. Fearbin pressuring them down low behind their own net. And now Fearbin's going to get a tripping penalty. Goes the power play for Brainerd. And Eagan with a breakaway. Shot goes wide. Fearbin in the box for a minute and a half. 4:39 left in the game. 4-on-4 for 34 seconds. And then Eagan will have a minute 4-second power play. Shot from the point, deflected down low in the Brainerd zone. Jones steals it away. Jones up to Friesen. Friesen, center ice to Hokanson. Hokanson pokes it across the blue line. Can't quite settle the puck. It's tied up. Lick steps up. Lick shot hits a shin pad. Bounces over to Jones. Jones puts it on goal. Swept away by Eagan goalie. Friesen up the middle to Hokanson. Hokanson, off the post. Good effort there. And Eagan got another cherry picker. Seems to be the play, way offside.
I don't know what to do.
Hokanson. Face off. Sweeps it towards the net. Friesen can't get a stick on it. Eagan puts it in the corner. Hokanson dekes around him. And then loose puck picked up by Eagan. Eagan on the power play now. For another 27 seconds. Jones tries to clear it out. Eagan. Shot goes wide. Comes up the near side wall. Friesen chips it across the blue line into the neutral zone. Stolen away by Eagan. Eagan hands back in. Poke check by Lick. Another poke check by Lick, disrupting their play. Shot from the point. Hits a shin pad. Ends up in the left corner. Jones races after it. Jones sends it up the wall. Kept in by Eagan. They dump it back in deep as Lick goes after it. And another penalty. Cross-checking penalty coming up on Brainerd. Just ended the power penalty kill. Now Jones going to the box for cross-checking. For a minute and a half. 2:59 left. Right. Henson sends it over to Campbell down low in the Brainerd zone. Campbell up to Moores. Moores not able to control it. Bounces off his stick into the neutral zone. Picked up by Eagan. In on the left side. Henson tying him up. Poke check by Reif. Henson back to Reif. Reif skates it out. 4 men chasing him. Dumps it in deep. Moores in after it in the corner. Morris poke checks, steals the puck away. Back up by Eagan. And Eagan heads down ice. The neutral zone in on the right side. Handled wide by Campbell. Cuts towards the slot. Saved by Johnson and covered for a whistle. .2:14 left in the game. 45 seconds left in the Brainerd penalty kill. Shot from the face-off. It's deflected high and into the left corner. Henson steals it away. He's knocked down. Eagan picks up the loose puck. Try a wraparound. The door was shut by Johnson and forced to go back the other way. It's picked up the wall by Eagan. Their left D. Shot. Weak. Hits traffic. Pops back out center. Morris gets it across the blue line and heads down ice. Loses control and Eagan tries to send it out. It's a player. Reif chips it down to Morris. Back to Reif. Reif heads towards the net. Loses control of the puck and falls down in the slot. Loose puck picked up by Eagan. As it heads toward the neutral zone. Towards the middle. Poke check by Campbell. Shot goes wide by Eagan. Right D keeps it in. Down low, Lick battling for it. Centering pass, intercepted by Campbell. Poked down across the goal line. 1:08 left. And we got another penalty coming up. Interference penalty on Eagan. For a minute and a half. 1:08 left in the game. Fearbin on the face-off. To Lick. Back to Friesen. Back to Lick. Shoot it! Lick's shot deflected. Hokinson battling in the slot with Fearbin. Friesen. Shot scored.
55 seconds left.
4-6 score.
Here, 6-4. 5-on-5.
Fearbin on the face-off. Eagan pokes it in across the blue line, picked up by Jones. Jones sends it out to neutral zone, picked up by Eagan. Eagan sends it down to the left wing, tied up by Fearbin. Picked up by Jones. Jones trying to get it across the blue line. And Eagan heads back the other way, looks anyone back, cuts him off. Loose puck picked up, saved by Johnson, swept away by Lick. Friesen chips it out into the neutral zone. Hokinson races after it. Hokinson throws the net, shoot. Wide. Fearbin down low, battling behind the net. Fearbin comes away with it. And it's covered for a whistle with 10 seconds left in the game. Fearbin on the face-off. Friesen dangles, loses the puck. Eagan chip it down ice. Another cherry picker, cut off by Jones.